guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Anaya if you're new here, and this is my doggo Cow, just waiting for some attention. So if you hear him breathing in the background or whining, it's because he wants some lovin's, and every now and then I will be turning around to give them to him, so just excuse that. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about my experience on Accutane. At this point, I have been on Accutane for a little more than a month. And so I'm just going to talk to you guys about why I did it, the symptoms that I've been having, what I think about it this far, and a little bit about the progress. So firstly, why I did it. Anybody who really knows me knows that my acne has been a big source of my insecurity. When my face is breaking out, I do not feel like myself. I do not feel good about myself. Like, I can take the rolls in my back and my thighs rubbing together. I can take that. But the acne is one thing that I just like, it really tears me up on the inside. And with like this new step in life that I'm about to take, with getting married in a couple years, and just, you know, progressing in life and taking new steps and entering new seasons in life, I really feel like I need to go into these seasons focused on bettering myself, because I can't be what I need to be to other people until like I am good with myself, until I feel good about myself, until I take care of myself. So that's just been a big focus for me, really starting out this year, and going into the next year and the next year, and continuing on. Like, I don't think this is something that's just gonna stop right when I reach that next step in life. I think this is something that is going to be something that I do for the rest of my life, as it should be. So yeah, acne has been a big source of my insecurity. And so I have been watching YouTube videos for years, like literally years, about people going on Accutane. Like, I watch videos about the goods, the bads, the uglies, and everything in between. And so when I decided that, hey, I'm done, like nothing I'm doing is working, no topical treatment, none of that, I talked to my primary, and she put me on a strong antibiotic, almost as strong as Accutane, but not as strong. And she put me on a topical treatment, and that was supposed to hold me over until I went in to see the dermatologist. And because I had seen these videos for years about the side effects of Accutane and people's progress with Accutane and why people regret going on Accutane, I went in there knowing that my dermatologist was going to put me on Accutane. And I went in there knowing everything that he thought that I needed to know about the medication. So yeah, if you don't know, Accutane is basically what they call the cure for acne. You can't really cure acne, but this is a medication that really goes in and changes like your chemical makeup, which causes acne. And it's not just like the little acne that like pops up here and there, like the little tiny bumps or whatever. It's like the cystic acne that creates nodules and like leaves scarring, which you could, if I come close, you can see some of the scarring from old acne. But yeah, so it really just goes in there and kind of changes up your chemical balance that creates the acne and all that. So when I went in, my dermatologist asked me like what I've been doing to try and like keep my acne at bay, to reduce breakouts. I told him the results. Like, I mean, amidst COVID, I had to take off my mask so he could see just how bad it was. And like I thought, he was like, well, we're gonna suggest that you go on Accutane. Do you know what that is? We had a short conversation about it, because like I said, I went in there knowing that they were gonna put me on Accutane and knowing everything I needed to know about it, just about. So yeah, the most stressful part about it is, one, remembering to take it, and two, everything you have to do each month to get a refill. So one, don't like taking pills. I am so bad at taking pills, and these things are huge. They're like, okay, maybe not huge, but to me they're huge. They're like this big, and at this point I have to take 2 a day. And yeah, and I am very forgetful, which is why the pill, like birth control pill, didn't really work for me. So yeah, so I don't like taking pills. I have to remember to take them twice a day. So I have like maybe 3 or 4 alarms on my phone now just to remember to take the pills. And you have to have 2 forms of birth control, not just 1, 2. And they stress that because if you get pregnant while on Accutane, it can cause birth defects. So they really, really, really want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to not get pregnant. They make you go on 2 forms of birth control, and you have to like sign this pledge thing every month. It's called I Pledge, and you're basically like pledging to the government that you won't get pregnant while you're on Accutane. So it's like that's how strong this medication is. It's some serious stuff. Like, yeah, they keep a close eye on you, and every month you have to get your blood work done just to make sure that like all your levels are normal. So you get it done a month before you start the medicine, just so they can see what your normal is. And then every month you have to get it again, just to make sure that, you know, your levels stay normal. And then you have to go in and take a pregnancy test every month before you get your refill. So that means me having to drive to my hometown once a month, just to get that done. And then they'll sit there, they'll talk to you, they'll look at your face, see your progress, and then if everything is all fine and dandy, they'll give you a refill. So that's kind of like the process of getting it, when you start off, and every month. Yeah, so it's just, I mean, it's a lot. It's very stressful, if you let it be. I'll say that. It's stressful if you let it be. The cost of Accutane. I mean, thank God I have insurance, because I would literally not be able to afford that in life, or just that at all, because it is so expensive. So the only thing I do not have to pay for is my blood work. My blood work is always free, and I just go to a LabCorp that's down the street from where I live and get it done, and they just fax it off to my dermatologist. But I have to pay a copay, a $40 copay every time I go in to see the dermatologist. This is once a month. $40 copay and $30 for my medication. I mean, granted, it's not like a tremendous cost for that itself, but I'll also have to think about paying for gas to get to and from my hometown so I can go to the appointments, and paying for food, like, because I don't know. I like to eat on the road. Like, I really like to pick up something on the road. I don't know, something about eating fast food on a road trip that appeals to me. So paying for food, paying for certain face washes that I can use, paying for certain moisturizers that I can use, certain lip balms. It's a lot. And sometimes these things are not expensive or not cheap. I also have to pay for like a sunscreen and you know just different things, because everybody reacts to this medication differently. So your skin might react differently to then I cannot talk today. Your skin might react differently than how my skin reacts to the medication. And so that's what I'm just gonna get into next. My side effects with Accutane. My dermatologist told me my first month was going to be hell. You know, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be hell. I have engagement pictures in June. My first month is in May. Like, maybe it will calm down by then. My first month was nothing. I had about 2 breakouts and just really dry skin, but it wasn't that bad. Like, it wasn't as bad as it is now. And then towards the end of the month, when I had gone in to get my refill, that's when it got crappy. My lips hurt all the time. I started out, my lips weren't dry. My nose was a bit dry, but I'd put Vaseline in it with a little Q-tip, like right around the rings of it and just in the inside. you know, good. Put some chapstick on, okay. And I'm not the type of person who likes the feel of lotion on their body. So usually, especially in the summer, when I'm sweating, no, I won't lotion. Sunscreen, maybe, but I won't lotion. And that's completely changed because now my freaking lips hurt all the time. They hurt, they hurt, they hurt. Like they're hurting right now, so let me put on some chapstick. They hurt all the time. And what sucks is that they're so dry that when you put on chapstick, it cakes up around the dry spots. And like when you use a lip scrub, it doesn't even get all the dead skin off. Like it's so bad. My lips hurt all the time. My entire body is dry. I have had maybe 2 or 3 ringworms since I started, or since the end of May. So around like May 23rd, I have had 2 or 3 ringworms and my whole body is dry. I like go to the bathroom at work. When you pull down your pants, I have all this dry skin just on my pants that's just come off my legs because my skin is so dry. No matter how much lotion I put on, what kind of lotion I put on, I'm still in the process of trying to find the right lotion. Sometimes like the body butters from Bath and Body Works do a really good job, but they also like make me feel icky, and it's humid here in North Carolina, so you don't always want to be wearing that in the summer. And then the Vaseline cocoa butter also is nice. It still makes me feel a little bit icky, but it's not as heavy as the body butter from Bath and Body Works, and it's a little bit more manageable. So you know, I'm still trying to find the right lotions, but like that has been the biggest side effect, is the dry skin. Yeah, I haven't really had, I've seen some people on YouTube say that they have had problems with the dry eyes. My eyes are, I'm touching my eyes, like I can tell. My eyes haven't really been drier at all. And past the first few weeks, my nose hasn't been dry. It's really just been my lips and then the rest of my skin on my body. What else? I haven't really had any headaches. That's a major symptom apparently, is like severe migraines. I haven't had any out of the usual, and if I do get one, I usually can just sleep it off. Yeah, and I think those are the only side effects I've had with Accutane. I really can't think of anything else. So yeah. So if you guys look back at my old videos, you guys could probably see how bad my skin was before. And when I started, my skin wasn't like that bad, but you can definitely like see, like you could see it better. No matter the lighting, you could see my acne and my acne scarring really well. And when I went into my dermatologist this past month, or at the beginning of this month, end of May, the 26th of May is when I went in. You know, I was like, well, I can't see that much of a difference. Mostly probably because I look at myself every day, and like, it's kind of like when you have a dog or like a kid or something, like you don't realize how fast they're growing until they're grown because you see them every day, versus people who don't see you all the time are like, oh my gosh, like your dog has gotten so big. And that's kind of how my dermatologist was. She looked at my before pictures and she was like, I see so much progress already. So apparently there's progress, but like I said, I can kind of see some now. My face is not as red and inflamed, and my scarring is not as noticeable. It has really gone down a lot. And I'll try and find some pictures from before and insert them in here. Yeah, so I'm beginning to see progress, and I'm also reminding myself that it is a process. I will be on this medication for about 6 to 7 months, so it is a process, but you know, it's a journey that I am glad that I'm on. So yeah, I think I wanted to talk about something else, but I don't quite remember what it is. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I will do a full skincare routine for you guys. Probably like a separate one for morning and a separate one for night, just so you can see my skincare routine while I'm on Accutane, and show you guys the products that have been working, the products that are not so much, and then the products that I'm like, I need to get rid of now. So if you guys want to see that video, go ahead and like this video, thumbs it up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also push that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.